got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the fourth down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finish with this drive together. You're right. Circle that fourth down. That was a big one.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Clemson's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. We get a look at the guy the quarterback will be looking for, DJ Moore. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He has a big play waiting to happen. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They're going to throw it to start the drive. They find Wesco open on the right. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. They'll go to work in the air on second down. With the catch, it's Davidson. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
In college football, you see this a ton.
I would something like that similar to the running game.
Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Inside the 40. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Clemson set up with another first down. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion. They lost yardage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Davidson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead.
She must have went into move out.
Yeah, that was good.
To the air, it's Levitt.
Well, I'm staying with y'all.
Snagged out of the air. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And, man, this offense is going to be so much fun to watch. How fast can they get it to click, right? Because every single player that we're going to highlight, whether we do talk about the receivers right now, they're all new. The offensive line's all new. The quarterback's new. Everyone in this program is new, Palmer, and it's on Kiffin to make it work and make it work quickly.
Well, one thing you know is with this Lane Kiffin offense, these receivers are going to get theirs. They're going to get catches, and you got a really good quarterback in Sam Levitt coming over from Arizona State to give you that opportunity. So while Thomas and Anderson from a year ago, those guys declare, there's a big opportunity. There's a lot of spots up for grabs here for these receivers to go down the field, make a ton of plays, stat it up, and score points for this offense.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
If you want to move up in the police world, you need that.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Goes high to pull it in. They come through with the explosive
in my
play,
field,
and they'll have the first down.
working
But
for
we
the
see a
post
man
office,
who
you
is
don't
slow
need
to
it,
get
but
up, and let's check on
in
him.
regular police work, you
Trainers
do,
are out
because
there
if you
having
plan
a
on
look at
like
this freshman
making
defensive tackle
captain
to
or
see if he
something
is
like
going to be
that,
able to
then you have to
continue.
have it. I don't have to have it to do it. Huh?
So you don't have to go through that training.
No, I didn't have to, because I don't work for it. You know.
And the Tigers come to
If
the
I
line
would have
with a fresh
stayed,
set of
and
downs
if I
thanks to that
wanted to
last
make
connection in the
ranking, yeah.
passing game. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. On target to the left. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on third down. You set up fourth. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on fourth down, hoping to get a touchdown.
He slides that just inside the right upright. They're up by a touchdown here in the first.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
You've had baked chicken. What's it is? Monday?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. These two teams feeling each other out a bit, down 10-3 as they open this drive.
And so is Monday.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
They go to the wide receiver screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And listen, the quarterback drops back and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Clemson will send the punt team out.
Better have someone get on the plane.
Hauls it in at the 25. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've already put up a couple of scores, and now they have it again up 10-3. Looking for space. It's Berry. Up to 44 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. There's some room. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
Just pay for your damn ticket.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is his versatility. It reminds me of the guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability to use so many different tools in his toolbox.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter, for goodness sakes.
Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Got it in the middle, it's Berry. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he released it. It falls to the turf. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
LSU lining up 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Berry. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
We went to lunch.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the boot, looking for his man. He'll try to do it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass.
But I told you asking about them breaks.
Finds his big tight end. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
You know, Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Cade Klubnik had some of those flashes, right? Like going to the college football playoff the year before. But Clemson returning back to humanity a year ago. Not a good season for them. And Jesse, they didn't go out and get the 5-star commit in the portal. They didn't go out and pay a lot of money. They believe in developing it through high school and the guys they brought in.
Is it the guy, though? Because you mentioned it, David, and you're so right. When they had Deshaun Watson or they had Trevor Lawrence, they were the guy. They were the guy that took this offense, took this entire team to a national championship caliber level. They were true alphas at the quarterback position. Now we're going to find out if this new guy is the guy.
Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle.
Probably so. It's 31 D,
First
so
play of the period
I haven't
will
looked
be
at
a
the seats
2nd
on
down.
Delta, but yeah, it's probably like in the middle or something, maybe. Or in seat.
Looking to fire. He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end. That
Fires one high and deep. He gave
I
his
know, let him
receiver
push
a
that over the
chance,
top.
and it pays off. What a tremendous grab.
3rd down and long is the hardest down to execute in football, but this offense made it look easy. Nice job being aggressive, making the big play down the field. now set up in a position where they can go get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Quarterback on the keeper. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
In that 2nd down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He's on the move. And they corral him at the 2-yard line.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football. I tackle him on the ground, and I force the 4th down.
Absolutely nowhere to go as they stop him behind the line on 4th down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Yeah, man.
Dropping back, it's Levin. That's caught. It's Harris. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Running inside, it's Berry. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Here's a heat. Sets up the screen. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Got a man, it's Wilson. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And, man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like, it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like, zone, you find the hole. Man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens. The yards after the catch, man. You can keep going. Guys are so spread out, and you can make big plays on this offense.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Levin. Floating away. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Got his man to the left. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
And the Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Run in the red zone. It's Durham.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage, forcing that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. They put on the heat and they blocked it. And they got it. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Clemson sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clemson jumps to the line. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral.
But, and he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Wants to fire on second down. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. They'll give it to the transfer, first carry of the season. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Hey, guys, down here on the LSU sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Back to throw. It's Levitt. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back.
Yes. Yes. That's fine. Okay. Okay. Hey, he told me to call his office and see when I needed to get some paperwork to return back to work. How soon can I if I could have it to return back to work for Tuesday? They didn't fax anything, no. He didn't tell me I needed to do any of that. What do I need to do? Just requesting the letter. Yes. Okay, email it to my email address. Yes. Okay. All right, thank you. All right, bye-bye. Hello? Hello?
And the returner will be brought down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And the defense, got him at the 27.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Tigers sideline, one thing I'm really keeping my eyes on here today, guys, this quarterback is banged up. He told me before the game that he has had to really fight through some soreness throughout the course of this week. I can tell you he's already taken some contact, and it is definitely a storyline that I am following throughout the course of this game. I'll keep you posted with everything I hear down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, keep an eye on that one for us. The run inside. It's Davidson. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. This time he wants to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Upstairs, he's got it.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Running the red zone. It's Davidson. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
The textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing. You need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
And the extra point is good. The returner will field it and bring it back. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Picks up the first down. Well, so much for running out the clock. You get a huge play like that in your setup, maybe to put points on the board before the break.
James almost.
And And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Boise State in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Broncos, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one, and win a fireworks-filled football game, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football. Now over to your game at Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge. Let's just take a moment to process what we're seeing. 2 quarterbacks, both dropping dimes left and right, both on pace to have career days. I can't wait to see what they have in store here in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in Baton Rouge.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half.
God damn it.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Catching up with Coach Sweeney coming out of the locker room, he talked to his team about turnovers. Ball security was really an issue in the first quarter. Even though his quarterback has performed well, ball security. The other thing they talked about was getting the running game going. That will put less pressure on the quarterback. He will have a little more composure to make those decisions if their run game comes alive right now. I'll let you know if they can get that ground game going here to start the third quarter.
Okay, Holly. The option, the keeper.
Oh,
down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So the LSU Tiger offense. out to start this drive. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. That's caught. It's Green. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Still on his feet at the 45. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to do, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
West Coast got it. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. Quick release by the QB. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Davidson. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Touchdown, Tigers! They looked finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Offense working from the pistol. Back to throw, it's Levin. Bringing the heat. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. Looks as if it's the quarterback, and that's the last thing you need if you're trying to pull off the upset. Holly will get us up to date on what's going on with him. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Johnson. Oh, what a cut! And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. And Jesse just keeps piling up numbers over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and, man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
He's got the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots.
Come on, man. Like, they just rescheduled it. Bullshit.
Got to do this quarterback right now. He's in a...
He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Tigers. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable evidence, and the officials will change the call. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. Let's it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Pulls it on the option. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. There is a player still down on the field, and it is an LSU Tiger. That is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Hauls it in at the 40. And he is knocked down.